Hello, hello. How's everybody doing? I'm doing a collective energy update for this evening. It's not my usual speed, but it is something that is, again, very spirit led. So if you guys want to stay around and talk about just current energies and downloads that I've been receiving, I'm going off of a whim here. My hair's wet from the shower, but it feels like there's a sense of urgency that I bring this for you. What do I use for my curls? So right now I have a leave-in conditioner and this product called biphasic oil, I think. Hey, Sandra. And I'm just kind of air drying it. And it's a little humid out by me. It's been really humid in my house. But yeah. So I'm just, as soon as I just took a shower. I have a filter on right now because I'm like, ugh. But I want to talk about, oh, thank you. Yeah, it's just wet. I'm like in my PJs right now. So I'm just wanting to bring on some insight. Oh, 117 ain't right. Like you could cook your steak outside. Oy. And just kind of check in to see how you guys are feeling. Pajama party for sure. I know. And I will throw in some questions in there as well. But there is such an energy, and I'm going to let some more people jump on. So feel free, keep me at goal, 3,000 likes and some shares, because I have, Spirit is talking. Spirit has been talking a lot. And I've been so busy, but it's been good. The energy's, yes, very big. A lot of big shifts here, okay? But I want to kind of tone it down for the evening. And the only reason why I'm saying that is not that I don't love answering questions. I do. But I want people to understand kind of what's going on collectively. Because I think that what's going on collectively will help you, give you a little bit of perspective on what is something you should be chasing and what is something that you should be letting go, okay? So, y'all know I'm serious when I got that hand pan out. I ain't playing. So I just kind of want to open it in, and I really want you guys to kind of center yourselves with me and ground yourselves with me. Again, different speed that I usually operate from, but very needed, okay? Yes, it's very, very needed. Thank you. Yeah, the runner chaser is, Isn't it funny? Runner, chaser, avoidant, anxious. It's like the labels are change. And I will be open to any questions that are spiritually based as well. I was going to ask you, what does it mean when you just see someone and they give you an uneasy feeling? That's your intuition going, ugh, I can't trust you. Ugh. Even though those are those covert cases where they don't say anything, you can't pin it, but all of a sudden you are met by this person and you're like, ugh, what is with you? That person can be quiet and you meet them and just their energy is off. There's something off about that person. There's something definitely off. Definitely. Okay, so I will say, here's the thing. I'm still looking, sorry V, I didn't see what you said. I'm still looking into it. I didn't see the first thing that you said. Okay, so I want to have a little bit more of a serious conversation with you guys this evening, okay? Yeah, the mediumship part will grow, Tabitha. Okay, I said I had a weird encounter and I don't know how to explain it. I feel like it's one of those encounters that will revisit and recircle, and it'll give you, it has an answer to it. Okay. So collectively, what I've been picking up and what I have been seeing is that a lot of us have been seeing this, but there is another round of ish coming. Okay. And I know I can be a little assertive, direct. Maybe I seem short. It's my way of just saying, okay, let's redirect your focus. Let's redirect your focus. Let's redirect your focus, okay? I need you guys to really dig deep, okay? On a soul level. On a soul level. And the things that you feel like you're hanging on to and the things that you feel like you need closure on, I want you to really be mindful in this time period and constantly ask yourself, is this serving my higher good? Is this serving my higher good? Because I'm saying this as a warning. Again, not trying to bring down the energy by any means. I'm saying this because I don't want you to get lost in the sauce, because there's going to be more things that are going to be kind of coming through, that if you're already focusing on something that is already creating chaos, you're not going to be able to handle anything else, right? So I want you guys to focus on finding your center, finding what grounds you, finding your inner peace, because we have Saturn retrograde coming through, which I've actually detached myself from, you know, some astrology, and I do check into it when I feel it at large right now. When I feel like, wow, I feel like everything and everyone around me is not focused. Not everyone, but a lot of people I find haven't been fully focused and are chasing something that truly isn't serving their higher purpose, okay? And I just want you to remember what I'm saying this evening, because things will just fall to the wayside right now, because it was with Saturn retrograde and this collective energy. I feel like windows are closing. Windows are closing. So if you're going to chase the path of resistance, you're going to get, excuse my French, you will get bitch slapped so hard by the universe. And if you keep going towards it, that's on you. That is truly on you. Again, I know I sound hard right now, but I need you guys to be able to identify where peace is, right? Fee said prayer and candles at your peace. I'm so grateful for that, because it's going to be really easy to get lost in this energy and not be able to ground yourself in this space, okay? I've been posting videos on being unavailable, right? What do we do when we don't have this? And if we don't have this, right? We thought about it, truly thought about it, right? What are we gonna do? Right? I'm doing collective energy right now, okay? But what do we do? What do we really do? How do you feel? I want you guys to start just practicing one day without the phone, because I need you guys to be able to check in with yourselves to see, man, I am addicted or I'm not addicted. I had this happen to me 2 months ago, where I felt my guides were testing me to pull my energy back. Now, that's pretty healthy, right? To be able to pull your energy back from your phone is actually should be an incentive for everybody. But I'm just saying, they're going to catch you where it hurts. Okay? And a lot of us, I feel like, are distracted by stupid shit. And I love you, but I'm going to give it to you straight. The distractions that I see a lot of you guys being distracted on are it is tough love. Because not a lot of people won't do this. They won't. And I don't, and that works for them. But I want you to just be mindful. I want you to be mindful, truly mindful, because it's like that devil energy is spiking again. So whenever I feel this energy of hunkering down, I have to let you guys know. Like, I have to do my job. Like, that spirit's like, hey, you need to give a few people a couple wake up calls. So if I'm serving up deliverance this evening, then you want it, I'm handing it out on a silver platter. Because a lot of people are creating their own chaos. And when outside chaos comes in and you haven't figured this out yet, and then you have no one to talk to, what do we do then? Right? What do we do then? Because I see a lot of the collective walking around in circles, and not really digging deep enough to figure out, like, what is this? What is this feeling I'm feeling? Why do I feel like I keep going back to the same lesson, the same healing? And although healing is a continuum, I feel like a lot of people are truly riddled with a lot of distraction of what they think they should be focusing on. I have been feeling it in my stomach. I've been working. Yes, and there's just major shifts coming through where it's just, if something is, now I say this, if something is removed from your path, it is a trust test right now. That is truly serving your higher good. We are really, really, really at that space collectively now. Because I see this just as kind of this window is getting tighter, 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 tighter. And those that have been working on themselves and working on grounding and being fully content and okay with what this is inside, right? What's that Whitney song? I found the greatest love is inside of me. Okay. Corny. I know I'm corny. I know. But that's going to carry you through a lot further. Greatest love of all. Yes. So I say this as just a reminder of hey, let's check in today. Where are my focuses on? Am I creating the chaos? Or am I not in alignment and I'm allowing, right? When we're not in alignment, we allow this chaos, right, to come in, or we're chasing something that doesn't belong to us, regardless of what it is, okay? But then when we go right into alignment, we flow. And it should feel like it's a give and take. Like every relationship, your relationship with the universe and God should feel that way as well. It should be a give and take. It's a flow state. So I want to just kind of pivot you guys a little bit and get you to kind of start going back into some spiritual hygiene. Hunker down, prepare yourself. Again, I'm not predicting anything like that's major, but I'm saying I am actually predicting stuff that's major, okay? That's the reality here. So I don't know how to even ground myself. Okay, a lot of things that I can suggest, simple things. Walk outside in nature barefoot. Go walk through the woods. Hug a tree. Hi, sweetie. Hi, Maya. There's other ways that you can ground yourself through sound pan. If you go to my YouTube page, I have a playlist of sound therapy. So this is hand pan, sound pan. I just mixed it. Hand pan, great. Singing bowls, that's also great for grounding yourselves. I just feel like a lot of the collective has truly become dysregulated and doesn't even know how to get out of it anymore. People are walking around with way more anxiety than they know what to do with, and they don't know why. They don't know where it's coming from. And I'm telling you right now, go back to a simple life. Go back to a simple life when you feel like it's just too much. Because there's an unsettled energy in the skies. Yeah. I was using singing bowls, right? Have a weird headache, pain in my left eye. That actually could be your mind's eye opening up. When you start to get pain up here, you, believe it or not, you will actually have physical symptoms of when your third eye opens. And Jenny, there is a major split. I've been seeing the earth separate in two. Now I'm truly feeling it. I feel like there's one half over here and then there's one half over here. And I'm just trying to get people to come sit at my table. Don't you want to sit at my table? I have the cool table. I also feel with the pain too. I also feel like you might be dehydrated on a different note. Everyone is choosing their earth. Yeah. And as much as I love to guide, the people are really, truly in charge of the earth that they are choosing. Okay. Definitely a lot of weird Mandela effects. So I want to be able to, show up for you guys. So you guys, you're not super scared. Okay. But that that I'm like a warm hug on the other side saying that it's going to be okay. Because that, I know it is going to be okay. But if you feel like you're in that like chaos, either talk to someone. Just don't try to do it alone. Really, don't try to do it alone. Okay, because it's these times are trying to begin with. Okay, and it has been a push towards community, right? Because they want to take it away. They want to take it away, and they will try again to take that away. Really, so it's going to be okay. I too agree with grounding and releasing baggage. I can't come. Yeah, it can't come with you. It's becoming very black and white. You know, collectively, I'll get to that, Chelsea. It's becoming very black and white. What energy is no longer for you and what energy is. It's becoming, I feel like, a little easier to navigate the journey. And some things are just a pause, right? Some energies will come back your way, okay? There's a lot of division in people. There's a lot of reparation going on. There's a lot of oppressed becoming the oppressors. It's gonna get ugly, okay? And we wanna focus on that love frequency as much as we can. So I'm trying to shift and help you guys understand what's important, right? Really what matters, because we've lost the moral compass collectively. We've lost what really matters. We've lost respect. We've lost a lot of that. And there's a lot of that gluttony and a lot of entitlement and a lot of just, we haven't learned our lesson yet. And it gonna come to teach us again. And it gonna not be nice. It ain't gonna be nice the second time. Okay? And then you're gonna be like, I'm sorry, I won't do that again, and do that again, I won't do that again. And then they're like, well, you said that last time. How many times we gotta come back and teach you? Remember, the ego learns the lesson. Yeah. So you keep having to relearn lessons. That's the ego right there. So it's there's a lot of karma and there's a lot of endings, and there's going to be a lot of relationships just falling apart. It's going to be hard. Okay? So I want you to know that you got a safe place here. And it's truly a trust test, trusting the process. Okay? I can see the actual matrix disintegrating, and I have had the purge and ground. Yes. Yeah. It's really very, very true. Have spiritual upgrades also been happening? Yes, they have been. A lot more people are going to be waking up with this new round, just like when we had our big wake up shift 4 years ago. We're going to enter into another round of ascension. So a lot more people are going to be going through their dark night of the soul and ascending, which is why I'm very adamant about those that have been on a spiritual journey to kind of keep doing it, because you're going to help a lot of other people that feel like, I don't know what's going on with me, I feel different, right? Where they might not have access to a lot of things, they may have access to you. Girlfriend and I were wondering about the split today. Feels like an elevation and it's lonely. Yeah. Ascension can be lonely because you lose people along the way, right? And my timelines from what I'm seeing and I'm getting is like September, October, okay? But the shifts are going to happen a lot throughout the summer. Yeah, I agree with you, V. I'm right there with you, honey. Yes, that's good that you've been psychic lately. That's a wonderful. So I'm glad that I jumped on tonight, because it looks like a lot of you guys are third eye opening will tire you. Take time to build stamina. Yeah, I agree with that. It is. It will exhaust you because you're not used to going to the other side yet. I feel like I'm upgrading. Food feels like junk in my body. Oh, I went through the same thing where I just didn't, oh God. You will start to look different too. You will start to look different. What you eat is different. What you are, you gear, like what you crave it's all, everything changes. You lose so many people along the way. But then you gain some fabulous people along the way too. But, it is my purpose, right? I keep saying this, I just want to bring people home, and home is here. That's what your goal is. I feel like I have too much sugar in my body. You know what? Sugar's been really triggering me a lot lately. Oh, so fatigue is a sign because I'm tired and I did a whole diet. Yes, fatigue is a sign. You can be a little fatigue, and then like you'll be depressed some days, and then all of a sudden you turn this like it's almost like grief. Like it is like grief going through a dark night of the soul. Then at the best is when you start getting angry, you start popping off on people because all of a sudden the universe and God goes, we're going to remove those rose tinted glasses from you, and we're going to make you see everything in full color. You're like, what the fuck? You fucking asshole. You never loved me this whole fucking time. It gets a little wild. And then all of a sudden you're like, okay, I'm too extreme. I need to balance it out. And then you go like this, you know, and then you level out, and then you're like, but all good. You taught me the best lesson of my life, and I love you. Woo. And then you're like in it. Then you're like, you're like blessing your lessons. I can't speak. You're blessing your lessons. You really are. Then all of a sudden you're like, oh, thank you. Thank you for shitting on me so hard. I couldn't have done this without that. And then it just turns that corner, and then you're like, man, I passed. I really like this version of me. Yeah, I'm actually chill now. Hey, all those old friends that, hey, look at me now. And then all those old friends are like either here, still like army crawling through their shit, or they come back and they're like, hey, what's up? And they're high vibing with you. But you go through hell and back. Your spiritual journey is like drinking water when you have the flu, knowing you're going to throw that shit up right away. It's like that's what it feels like. You're like, why do I have to go through all this? Why is this so hard? But it does. It's mind, body, soul. It will take over your body, even in a physical way. Yeah, you know. And then all of a sudden you get to that spot and you're like, I'm just chill, baby. I'm chill. Like, you realize what peace feels like. Satori's Zen. It's peace. It's Zen. And you really understand what it feels like. Because you're like, ugh. And then you just start wanting to laugh. You start wanting to live your life. You start wanting to go out. You start wanting to be present. You want to start being in the moment. You know, and it's hard. And it's hard to get there, right? And that's why I always say, find a guide. Don't do it alone. Honestly, I feel like if you're going through a dark night of the soul, I'm not saying this to plug myself. I really don't think you should do it alone. If you have a trusted friend to do it with, but I really don't think you could do it alone, because some scary things can happen when you don't know what you're experiencing, and you need someone to tell you what you're experiencing, because you could go dark and you can go too dark. Because it can start to mask itself as depression if you're not having someone that's guiding you and pushing you along the way. Do you understand what I mean? Lenita, I love you. It is really better. A guide, a friend, someone that gets it, someone that's spiritually in tuned, collectively in tuned. You know, it is so important, because you need someone that's willing to hold the light and hold the mirror, or hold the light up for you when you're in the dark. Enough for you to still learn your lessons and still process, but to know that, okay, I need safety right now. I need someone to talk this out, because everyone around me thinks I'm crazy. How many of you that are on a dark night of the soul or a spiritual journey have literally been told that you're crazy? Yeah. Raise your hand as if I can see you guys raising your hand. Yeah, I'm going to repost this live on my YouTube page as well. Yeah, and I get it, Lenitia. It's not even hand-holding. It's true guidance. Right, and you're not too emotional. You're not too emotional. No, you're quite brilliant. But, you know, I've been receiving a lot of downloads the last 3 weeks, on top of just being really busy, which is why I've kind of been a little not as consistent on my lives. But it's like Spirit has been giving me homework. I've run a lot past Kelly, Kelly's been on the same space, in the same space as well. And I'm sure a lot of you guys also have. Okay. And it's just like they're giving me actual like curriculum that I need to use on others. It's been wild. Like, I feel like spirit, it's not like I'm overstimulated, but they're giving me lesson plans. That's what it's been. Lesson plans. And I'm like, I'm ready. I got this. I feel as if I've been fully operating mostly in 5D and it's tough to operate. Yes, it is. It really is. I understand that. I understand that very well, actually, because it makes me a little depressed. Like when I do a lot of readings, then I drop down and I'm in the 3D, I actually get very sad. It's like, I don't feel like I belong here, which is what prompted me to do that video on what people must experience when they suffer from depression and their soul wants to get into a higher vibrational space, because it's enlightened there. It doesn't feel pain there. It's joyous there. And that's why focusing on your spiritual hygiene and being able to go in there, right? Go into those realms, indigenous understanding, things start with spirit, then the mind, then manifest in the... Yes. That makes so much sense to me. Yes, they do start in the spirit. Because when I'm like gone, like I've disappeared, I'm in the 5D, much like Jenny, much like most of you guys. And then I come down and I have to like figure out a way to like humanize what I've just received and then deliver it in a way that anyone can understand it. Yeah. Yes. Oh, that resonates. Yes. I feel this way now, even with you talking about spirituality, things and energy. Yeah. So a lot of people are going to be waking up soon, okay? So even those that might not believe in spirituality are going to be like, what am I experiencing? I don't know what's going on with me. And what's going to happen? A lot of people are going to run to the doctors. They're going to think something's wrong with them. There ain't nothing wrong with them. Like, no, nothing against doctors or Western medicine, but ain't no doctor going to help you through this. No, baby. No. And they're like, oh my God, I just thought you were crazy this whole time. Oh, honey, I am. I'm a lot of that too. But isn't it more fun? Yeah. So I'm trying to make light of it because I don't think it's going to look that, it's not going to be that funny. And then there's going to be those that don't want the help. And that's okay too. Maybe their soul can come back and learn that lesson another time. But I know that I missed a bunch of questions that you guys have on this topic. So if you guys do me a solid, resubmit those so I don't have to scroll back up. I'm being led by spirit to take my shamanic drum out and my chimes and walk in the grass. That is beautiful. I wish you were my neighbor because I'd be doing it with you. I think it's a good sign that we're all here to receive this message and confirmation. Yes. Spirit was like, I don't care that you got wet hair. You got to talk. I'm like, okay. The men. Oh, the men. Don't even get me, girl. You want to go there? You want to go on the men? Men are going to be going through it between now and fall heavily. Their fall is amongst us. And a little bit with the feminine too, because big time. Can you explain what butterfly feelings in the stomach means? When you have butterfly feelings in the stomach, depends. Is it good butterflies, like a positive feeling, or is it like a nervous flutter? Because a lot of times when it's like a nervous flutter, your body's telling you that. For me, it feels like more danger. Yeah, a lot of us are, yeah. Yes, we do have to come back together. Hey, Sarah. I wish I knew how to meditate or get in touch with my spirit guides. You know, I like meditating, but a lot of times I talk to my spirit guides while I work out while I go like walk through the woods, and when I'm in nature, in my car, and in my shower. So sometimes try different approaches to meet them. I find that I talk to them the most when I'm raising my vibration. So physical activity works the best for me. If you want to try that as a suggestion. But yeah, the men are going to go through quite the fall. Butterflies, sometimes it's nerves, which depends on the scenario. Yeah. So pay really close attention. If it's in your stomach, if the butterflies are in your stomach and also in your chest, like in that throat chakra, that bad energy, that's bad vibes, for real. Emma, do I have guided meditation? There is a few things. If you check my YouTube page, I made a list. I think I have a list of other stuff on there. I love Michael Steely's guided meditation. You can look them up on YouTube. I'll make sure I'll throw some on my YouTube page. He's fantastic. He's one of my favorites. His voice resonates so deeply. We're being asked to not engage. Yes, the feminine too, because we're leading. Yes, the feminines are leading behind the scenes, but a lot of the feminines are going to realize that they're also been enabling too in the 3D. So that's going to all come to a halt. Stop. Diggs. The dreams are strong. What does it feel like when I feel like an elephant sitting on my chest or something's choking me in my throat? Diggs, I want to ask you a question because I think you're one of the only masculines on my page. Do you feel any shifts for you collectively, like towards the masculines? Because I'm like, there's going to be a rise in feminine as well, because some feminines are going out doing other feminines dirty. You'll feel it more right here. I feel like it happens. If you believe in God and angels, then prayer is a great way to connect with the spirit world. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. The masculine is gearing up. War paint. Okay. So you feel like it's in more war paint. Diggs, do you feel like there's kind of a pushback for you guys collectively? Kind of like do it on your own? We're not helping you? I want to know if the masculines feel alone. Because the whole goal is union, right? And I do support the masculines for sure. But they have to come back to lean on the feminine's intuition. Not saying that men can't have it. Fear is driving. That would make sense. That makes a lot of sense. Yes. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah. Because I find like it's been very hard for me to find other masculines to discuss this topic with. That or they're all in hiding. My dad is going through it right now. Okay. I have felt alone for a long time. I'm an odd one. No. What do you say about butterflies in the stomach, about feeling it in your throat? So if I'm around someone that I just don't like, they have dark energy, my whole body starts to give me signs. I start feeling I get like anxiety, like I start getting very nervous, and I get nervous where I like don't know what to say to them. I don't know how to talk to them, and I feel it in my chest. My throat closes up because I don't know what to say to them. So it's like no words come out, and then I feel it in my stomach. I get uneasy. I agree with the perspective based on my own masculine energies and yeah. Hey there. Okay. Yeah, I mean, butterflies romantically is not a bad feeling, but it feels different. Butterflies, you get a warm sensation romantically when we're dealing with butterflies. In a romantic way, you get a warmth, especially in your face, and it flutters up to your crown chakra, right? When it's that positive butterfly in love. If it's butterflies that's bad, it's more nervous energy around it. I don't know how to speak around people whose energy is that dark. Literally, I start to stutter. I definitely feel the masculines are moving through heavy pain. I would agree. And that's why I've been doing a little bit more videos on it lately, because I feel like but I do feel like they need the support as well, but not the enabling. Kind of like, You have homework to do. You're not going to get dessert unless you finish your homework. You didn't finish your homework, sorry, you're not getting dessert. That's what it feels like. What is with my analogies are so weird today? I appreciate you guys letting me do a live that's a little different. This is the stuff that really brings me a lot of joy. I did my dark time in the late 80s, very dark. They act like they are okay, but they aren't. Being honest is, yeah, being masculine, of course. I love this kind of live too. I do. I love it. Do you guys have any questions about anything on your spiritual journey or downloads that you've been receiving that you feel like, is anyone else feeling this? I'd love to know. The downloads are a lot for me. I've had to just voice record them. Yeah, I love that. How do we know we're in a spiritual transformation? When you feel like everything's falling apart, yet you just know that you have to be there and watch it. When you start seeing number sequences, you start connecting to energies more. You're more sensitive when you go around larger groups of people. You'll just naturally gravitate towards spiritual things. How do we know if we have went through a dark part? Oh, you'll know. You'll know because it's an ego death, right? So everything you once identified as is no longer there. It's like you have to learn how to walk all over again. You know you're downloading when usually what happens is spirit will give you a confirmation that you're downloading. So if I receive a message from spirit and I'm like, ooh, I got this. 9 times out of 10, someone will say something, or I'll see a TikTok video, or I'll have a conversation with a random stranger at a grocery store that all of a sudden it's like, did that person just say that? Spirit will give you confirmations on your downloads. Masculine is a demand by independence. Okay. What does that mean? I've been feeling my ex situation energy. She is very sad right now. Yeah, that's hard. Okay, because that's been happening a lot more. Okay, yeah, I had a feeling, Caitlin, you were going through it. I feel like I'm coming out of it now. Holy karmic purge. Holy karmic purge indeed. I hear you. Spirits are becoming more active around me. A few nights ago, it was a whole room. Damn. They just threw a party. I love when you walk in a room and you know that you're not alone. Keep seeing 27 on the clock every time. I love it. Those are your spirit teams telling you, hey, you're on the right path. You're on the right path. You're doing great. I feel like all your triggers are exposed during this time as well. All of them. That's part of that purge. That is that purge. That everything. Oh, and I feel like my dark night has been in parts. But I remember my final purge, and there will be more purges because there's still parts of me that still need to experience different experiences. But I was like, wow. I literally remember thinking to myself, you got a lot of work to do. It is confirmation from Spirit, Caitlin. Hey. Yeah, it's so needed, right? Doesn't this live feel like a warm hug? Like you feel like you belong, like you're not losing it? I was getting a little worried. I'm like, oh no. Will I start connecting more with spirit? Like talking with them? Just curious. Yes, you will. And if any of you guys want, to learn how to read and start, when I do the classes of learning how to give intuitive readings, it really is a great way to work on accessing your spirit team as well. I did just post another class for learning how to give and the advanced class that is on the link in my bio will pull you to my classes. But if you're really curious and you want to be around other people that are also curious, it helps when you do it in a class setting because you're already setting that tone and the vibration. So it's allowing all the energies to come in. So it helps spirit to come through as well. I need tips to get ego to step aside. Whoo! There's faith. You must have faith. If you don't trust in the higher power and you feel like you can't fall back into it. It's like the trust test. We will fight our own battles and learn our own lessons through ego all the time and often till we say, Jesus, take the wheel. Let go, let God. But that is the best way I could describe saying, okay, ego, you don't fuck shit up. You keep fucking shit up. Like, the ego is there to protect you, don't get me wrong. But to really push that ego aside is your devotion to something that's above you and saying, I trust you. You will guide me. You got me. These are my most favorite lives. Thank you. I think that's the best. That's when I got it. When I fully, there was a while where I just didn't feel God. I intellectualized him. If you want to learn how to channel, that class would be great. It really would be great. I will definitely be reposting this live on my YouTube page. But when we trust in the universe and we trust in God, right? It's that constant feeling of a miracle every day. Oh, Diggs, thank you. That's the biggest way of keeping that ego balanced. But I remember when I started to really feel my faith, where I wasn't just reading, I wasn't just like grabbing tangible things to search for him and it. Do you get tired easily? During readings, not as much anymore. Lately I've been on a high as far as downloads. So I've been, I would say, having like a spiritual mania. And I'm not even saying that as like to joke about mania, like at all. I legit, that's how it feels for me. Because it's like spirit will keep me up with information. And it's like, I want to go to bed. Like I'm like fighting with them. But, hi. But I do, when I do I know my limit now of how many readings a day I can do. And then I'm like, then I turn into a pumpkin. Whenever I receive downloads, I get really tired to the point that yeah. Your body will adjust to that. It will. It'll learn your soul will learn how to jump back into its body faster. Or there's certain things that you can do to help. So if I've done a long reading, you will always find me outside walking and grounding myself. Or doing spiritual cleanses on myself, doing Florida water, sitting on my grounding mats to make it the turnaround faster. I heard a voice in my head when I woke up not too long ago, and it wasn't mine. Oh, I love it. Yay, clairaudient. That's wonderful. The third eye requires stamina. Meditation will build stamina. Yeah, it will. It will. I think meditation builds stamina, but I also think taking frequent flights up there helps too. Getting weird vibes. I get a yes on that, B. But I think you guys are doing great, considering. I've always heard I'm clairvoyant and clear. Yeah. It really, it's a great, again, I'm not plugging the class, but if you really want to just find a group to practice with, that class serves that purpose. Unless you find something near you and you do them in person, because that's fun too. That's a lot of fun. A whole lot of fun. But the learning how to give intuitive readings is where I talk about, Tenzin, thank you. I talk about all the different gifts that you have and how to use them and what it looks like and all the different mediums. So it's very informative. The first half is all teaching. The second half is actually doing readings on each other. So it's like a crash course. It's like an accelerated class. I've just consolidated it. Oh, wow. Isn't it crazy when we hear our spirit teams for the first time? Yeah, this live was needed. But yeah, that's a spirit guide of yours for sure. And I apologize. I'm not really answering too many questions this evening. We're just doing collective energy and ascension check-ins. You know, I think that's what I'm going to call this moving forward, is ascension check-ins, to check in to see how you guys are feeling on your journey. I've never heard my team, but I know they are there. Yeah, your team is definitely there. Kate, I've felt that reading for you. But we know it's not us. Yeah, you do. You know it's definitely not you. Yeah. But it is. That's what I'll do. I'll do like collective and ascension check-ins so we can kind of hold space. Now, I will say I have another class called My Spiritual Journey, I think. And that is about, that's another class that I'm hosting that talks deep dives in a dark night of the soul. So it's either titled Twin Flame Journey or Spiritual Journey. Let me take a look at that, because either way, your twin flame journey and your spiritual journey is the same. One may lead you to union, or one may lead you to someone, but they mess you up they mess you up the same. They definitely mess you up equally. It's equal opportunity, whether you're on a spiritual journey or a twin flame journey. Give me 1 second. They do. Okay, so it's My Twin Flame Journey. That's what it is. And it's the same as My Spiritual Journey. And that's where we'll deep dive in your dark night of the soul and what that feels like, and how to operate in that space when you feel like, wow, I'm alone. So I hope I can't. I hope I don't have a twin. I'm enough to deal with. Well, the good thing is if you meet your twin, that person's going to be the opposite of you. So, or it's going to, actually no, it's going to be the opposite, but they do represent a lot of the shadow side of you. So I'm trying to pull in a soulmate personally. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. It's just air drying. But I think you guys are doing great. And is there anything that you'd like to request from me? I know there's only 18 of us. I could use a soulmate after this current mortal. Girl, I hear you. And those are going to be fun classes that I'm going to start working on and doing, like how to manifest love and how to pull it in. Definitely. Yeah, I'm good with thoughts on the new job opportunity. Wait, did you get the job opportunity? I don't know. I get good energy around it. What are energy portals? Empaths have them connecting more. Portals there could be a lot of energy portals. I posted that video about if anyone hid in their closet when they were little or under the bed. I swear the closet's a portal. Really. Truly. I felt like my closet growing up was like Stonehenge. Place at oh my God, Diggs, do what? Yes, run towards that job, please. run towards that job, please. Yeah, what a great fit for you. Whew. Ugh. Kelly, are you still on the live? When we did that event with Kelly and she went through like a holistic medicine cabinet, she said that apple cider vinegar and baking soda helps kind of like chill you out. And my tummy hurt, so I figured that'll probably be good for it too. And I remember on that live, you said that you used to give it to your kids and you used to be like, oh yeah, it tastes like beer. Girl, no, it doesn't. Still fucking struggling. I'm like, ugh. Whew. It's like an acquired taste. Yeah, it doesn't. I'm glad it looks good because got me raising eyebrows. Okay. I should get a part-time job. People are canceling and more with my business. Yeah. Definitely, if you feel like whatever you're doing career-wise too, if it's like causing a lot of like, you feel like you're working way harder at it and it's not, there's not a flow, it's not in alignment. It really isn't. It really isn't. Oh, GERD is not fun. Do you see me getting a new job opportunity? I still feel like a new job opportunity for you. But my client left today and it's like, ugh, yeah. We're trying this to sell the optical so we can. Oh, I think that's a great idea. That's truly a great idea. Great idea. Yeah, this is, yeah. Okay, you guys. I do see you selling it too soon. Yeah. All right, y'all. Oh, I know you cry. That's horrible. We'll definitely send out good vibes. You are very welcome. I have to call my girlfriend. She went to go pick up her stuff from her ex-boyfriend's house, so we all know what that feels like. So I need to make sure that she's okay. But set those notifications up. I'll try to jump back on tomorrow. And again, if you guys are looking to, yeah, it is sad. It's been hard. If you're looking to jump into any of those classes, link in the bio. If you need a reading, link in the bio. If you need to find my YouTube page, link in the bio as well. And I will be downloading this and posting this evening as well. So I'm going to definitely get this one up because this was a great one. Okay. So I'm going to go call my friend, hold space for her. I do have an Instagram. Yeah, I do. But it's it's all the same, Miscellaneous Magic 22. So y'all know where to find me. Awesome. I don't go live on Instagram though. I always say that I am and then I never do because I don't think I can download the lives like I can on TikTok. So I'd like to upload my lives. So sweet dreams, guys. Again, take a look on my YouTube page for some of those playlists that we talked about. But I'll try to do more of these check-ins because I think it went very well. Good night. Sweet dreams.